Hello, welcome to the video. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in and listening to what I have to say. Some of you might know me already, some of you might be brand new to the channel and never seen me before. So what this video is about is an introduction to who I am. If you know me already, you might know this already and it's repetitive, but you might not know everything about me. So this might be a surprise to you really. For those who've never seen me before, this will be a bit of an introduction. Tell me what I am, who I am, and what the plan is going forward. So my name's Steve Lewis, and on YouTube and Instagram and things I put fitness at the end of it. That's because I'm a trainer, but a bit of a mixture now. I know everyone does CrossFit and High Rocks, but I didn't want to call myself just bodybuilding or cycling or running, because over the years I've done a bit of everything. So basically what it is, I'm going to get back into doing personal training as a bit of a job, a bit of an income, but doing it properly. So what I'm going to do is on this video talk through the things I can offer and also the different social medias I've got. I'm going to tell you what the names are and things like that. So if you know me already, you might not know all the details. You might be surprised what I can do and what I can't do. If you've never seen me before, this is a way of me trying to sell myself and tell you who I am and what I can offer. So when I was 16, I left school, I joined the army, and I did a couple of years in the army. So I can obviously teach fitness to people who want to join the army. I've got experience in that. I know what you need to do and how to get in there and train you for that. When I left the army, I went back to university and I did a sports course as a HND, and then I upgraded that to a full degree in sport and exercise nutrition. So I could call myself a nutritionist. While I was doing that, I went to London and I did a gym instructor's course. I passed that and I worked in a gym for a couple of years, and then I did a personal trainer's course in the gym. So I did a bit of personal training over the years, and it wasn't really going where I wanted it to be. When I finished university, I didn't get the job I wanted, and it wasn't really going the direction I wanted it to go in. So for my own personal reasons, I left the fitness industry. So I worked in a couple of gyms first, sports centres and gyms, and did personal training. I did some fitness classes. So I am qualified in kettlebells, TRX suspension training, body pump, not the branded one, so I can teach anything I like. I can do my own, if I got the own little discs and the barbell machines. I haven't got to follow a DVD or a plan. I can do it myself because it's not a registered one I've done. Boot camp fitness. I went to Birmingham for 2 days to do a boot camp and like an advanced boot camp type thing. So that's body weight, sort of press ups, sit ups, running around, star jumps, getting thrashed around for a little bit. Basically, sort of, everyone says they can do boot camp and military type fitness, but they've never been in the military. So how are they teaching military type fitness when they don't know what military type fitness is? So I thought I'd do this boot camp fitness course years ago. I'm not sure what year it was, just to see what it's all about. There was nothing to do with boot camp army type thing at all. I don't think the two guys who did it were in the army, but it's a very good course anyway. So it taught me how to set up a circuit session, and just I enjoyed it. It was quite a good course. So I went back the next day and did the advanced, whatever you call it, advanced additional thing, extra. So nothing military about it, but it was a good course to do. I can also do MetaFit. Again, that was the guy who designed it, who sold it, who taught me how to do it. He was apparently in the Marines. He did the same amount of time in the Marines as I did in the army. He left the Marines and did a degree. I left the army, did a degree. So probably same sort of background, but he's selling this military fitness thing to other people to teach other people. But then the instructor you'd get in the sports centre you pay for wasn't in the Marines. So how do they know what they're teaching? And none of the exercises in MetaFit were in the military. They're all made up. So it was a load of rubbish. The fitness classes I used to teach in the sports centre, I only used to do 45-minute classes. Not my fault, it's just the sports centre wanted us to do 45 minutes. The Metavic classes are only 30 minutes, and I taught them as well. But actually, the DVD they get sent every week to do the classes was only about 20 minutes long. You get a 5-minute warm-up, 5-minute cool-down. So I didn't think it was very good. A rebounding, which is like a little trampoline you bounce up and down on. I did that years ago in one sports centre. And then a vibration plate. I don't know if you've seen them, a big massive thing stuck in a corner. That arrived one day at the gym. Nobody knew who ordered it, but we went on a course, you stand on it, it vibrates. Everyone always asks me what it does. I was qualified in doing it, so I do know how to do that. The last couple of years I've done a youth course, so however old your children are, if teenagers want to get back into the gym, do a bit of exercise, youth course. I also did 3 courses. There was a beginner introduction course, a main course, and then a specialist course. So I've done all 3, so I can teach kids, teenagers, youth. And the type of people I've helped over the years, I've helped people in the army, like I just said, people in the police or getting into the police, people in the fire service and getting into the fire service. So basically all public services, footballers, rugby players, referees who referee the football. I like running and biking, but people have also done triathlons. I wouldn't say I can do swimming. I've never entered a triathlon for the swimming. I can swim, but I'm not a great swimmer. So if it's a triathlon, you'd probably have to go and see someone else for the swimming part. I was really good, but I've won a few trophies, let's just say, in bodybuilding. So I know how to set yourself up for that. You wouldn't think about it now because I'm not great, massive, bulky lad anymore. But I have been there, I've done that. So the sort of things I could say I specialise in: muscle gain, because I've been a big bodybuilder; fitness, because I've done all the running type stuff; fat loss, because I am yo-yoing up and down trying to lose weight all the time. That's the kind of things I'm into. So the last couple of weeks I've been thinking, do I advertise myself like nobody knows? I come out and I say, yeah, I'm a really good personal trainer. Half the people who don't know me would think, oh yeah, he's really good. But half the people who do know me might think, oh, that's a load of rubbish. He's been doing this fitness all for a couple of years and now he's just changed all of a sudden. So I'm making this video now just to be open and honest. I did work in the fitness industry, then I left working in the fitness industry, but I've still kept my name as Steve Fitness because most of my posts are about fitness. The last couple of months I've done a lot of things on my house, so painting and decorating, because I haven't done a lot of fitness which is worthwhile posting about. You can go for a run. I went for an 11-mile run yesterday, but there's only so many photos of running you can do before that gets a bit boring really. So just to keep myself entertained and keep my Instagram going along, I've done videos on DIY stuff. It's nothing to do with fitness, but it is sort of lifestyle, because a healthy life is a healthy body and stuff. So what I've done is, I found I did have another second Instagram account from years ago because I thought I was getting spammed a lot. So I did trial a second Instagram account. I've changed the name of that today. So this one, the normal one, is going to be called Steve_Fitness. My other one, which is going to be my daily lifestyle type stuff, is called Steve_Fitness_lifestyle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my Steve Fitness one for just a fitness, business type, bodybuilding, running, personal training type stuff. If you're really interested in fitness, follow me on that one. And that's where all my just fitness type stuff will be on. So it could be diet, it could be weigh myself, body fat, temperature, things like that. Anything fitness related will be in the fitness one. Anything non-fitness related, but just my lifestyle stuff, is going to be in the fitness lifestyle one. I'm never going to post on Instagram personal stuff, like family type stuff. So it's always going to be fitness or lifestyle. Never personal. That's the difference between that one. So if you really like the both, you can follow me on both. Lifestyle one be cutting the grass, DIY, shopping, whatever. And then if you're just interested in fitness, it's going to be just the fitness one. To confuse it, I have got other social medias as well, and they're not all exactly the same names. So some of them, I wasn't sure whether to change the name or not, but then someone told me the other day to keep them all going because they've already got Instagram followers and things already. If I started afresh, it's going to say 0. So I'm going to keep them all going, but they are very similar names. Some of them are slightly different. So my YouTube is Steve Lewis Fitness. All one word, no spaces, no underscores. Steve Lewis Fitness. When you do click on it, I think you could probably find it as well if you typed in the gym shed guy, because I used to be the guy who trains in the gym in the shed. But I think actually the official name for it is at Steve Lewis Fitness. So on there it's going to be fitness videos. If I'm going to start doing more lifestyle videos, I might make a second channel called lifestyle as well, but that's going to be fitness. So it could be bodybuilding, it could be running, it could be cycling, it could be weighing myself and food and things, but it's under the umbrella of fitness. Instagram, like I just said, Steve_fitness or Steve_fitness_lifestyle. I have got an email address, which is the same sort of thing. I'm not going to hand the email address out on live on a video, but if you want to contact me, DM me on one of the two above, and then that's how we get through for training. Facebook, I don't do a lot of fitness type stuff on my Facebook because I've got a lot of friends and family, and that's more of a personal one. But I have got a fitness channel on my Facebook. That is going to be Steve Lewis Fitness. Again, it's the same sort of thing. I think you might have to search for Steve Lewis Fitness personal trainer. There is a page on it. It does say Steve Lewis Fitness on it. I haven't done anything on it for ages, for years. I just started it and then I never did anything with it. So it's got 1,000 followers on there, but I don't know who they are because I haven't posted anything. So if you are on Facebook, that's the way you can contact me or look at the stuff, because I'm not going to bombard all my friends and family with fitness stuff if they're just like my auntie and things. So there's a second channel for that on there. And then I have got a Twitter X channel, which I used to use years ago, like 10 years ago. At one point I had 12,000 followers. There was a bit of a thing I was involved with, which got me a lot of followers on there. But then for some reason Twitter sort of died off and I started using Instagram more instead. But I have got an at Steve_fitness Twitter as well. So I might post the same post sometimes on all 3 or 4 channels. So it might be repetitive. You might want to mute one of them and choose whichever one you want to follow me on. But I might have all 4 of them on the go with the same thing. Yeah, so the last couple of days and weeks, I've been seeing a lot of the same adverts coming through all the time. So you must have the same adverts coming through all the time as well. My adverts are trying to get me to be a personal trainer online. And they say you can earn £12,000 a week. I'm not after that. I've asked people, different friends and family, I've asked people, I've been to and fro in with what kind of business plan I want to go for. So who do I want to market, what my unique selling points are. And I'm going to be honest, I might make this actually, I'm going to pause this video because it's coming up to 14 minutes. I think on Instagram I might be able to have a 15-minute video. So this is going to be part 1 of the video. I'm going to continue in 2 seconds time.